Well, you may have heard the rumor that Kansas is flat or it's just flyover country. Well, we know that is far from true, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much to offer here in Kansas. In fact, our northeast corner has a lot to offer those who simply want to enjoy the great outdoors. And our own Fox 43 explorer, Tiana Whitmer, well, she's joining us now. Good morning, Tiana.
Good morning, Erin.
What makes Kansas such a great place to explore?
Oh my gosh, like so many things. I'm from Minnesota originally, and so coming here, I really didn't know what it was going to be like. I've always been pretty outdoorsy, and so it's so cool because each area I've explored has been just a little bit different and a little bit like more scenic in different ways, where everything's very variable, which I like.
Yes, and you were recently in the Flint Hills, which I love. I love driving through the Flint Hills. It's so beautiful at the Konza Prairie. So tell us about that. What was it like hiking through the Konza Prairie?
Yeah, okay, so I'm from Lawrence, and so I've done like Clinton Lake and that kind of area, and the Konza Prairie was completely different. It was absolutely gorgeous. There's like tons of hills, wildflowers everywhere, and it was just completely outside of the norm of what I would normally see driving between Topeka and Lawrence.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I'd love to go explore the Konza Prairie, but I don't even know where to start. So how did you find out about it?
So I found out about this with a friend of mine who lives in Manhattan, and we decided to go hike it. And then we ended up doing a 2-mile loop and then a 4-mile loop.
Which we're seeing some of that right now on the screen.
And so it was absolutely gorgeous. So there's forests and shaded areas and wooded areas, and then there's also more like prairie landscape areas as well. There's old buildings to go explore, and there's rivers and bridges, and so each part of the hike was just a little bit different and definitely very, very beautiful.
Yeah, and did you see any wildlife? Any snakes?
No. No.
Tiana and I are not a fan of snakes.
No,
so.
not snake people, for sure.
Well, very cool. Well, you also have an app that you use that helps while you're out exploring. So tell us about that and how it works.
For sure. So there is a link that you can go to that is on a poster right next to the outside of the trail. It's a little like bit link that you put into your phone, and then it'll bring up the Konza Prairie map, and on that map it'll go through each little checkpoint throughout the trail with fun facts about where you can hike and like different information about the hike as you go through. So it's a fun way to like interact with the trail as you're going along it.
Yeah, that is cool. That's what we're seeing right now there on the screen. So how do you access that app?
So at the beginning of the trail, there's a giant signpost that says "Welcome to the Konza Prairie," and it has a little link. So you just have to have a little bit of service. It took it like maybe 2 seconds to load on my phone, and then pulled up. The map is on top. And then as you scroll through, the map will move through the different checkpoints on the trail, and then you can see the a picture of like what the checkpoint looks like and a bunch of information about each checkpoint. So it's like a interactive way to go hiking, which I had never done before.
Well, no, you got to love technology.
Yeah.
Well, other than maybe getting an app, what advice do you have for people who want to head outdoors and maybe go hiking for the first time?
For sure. So number one, wear comfortable shoes.
Oh, very important.
My friend wore her Chacos, which are technically hiking sandals, but she definitely had some blisters by the time we were done. I prefer either a nice pair of tennis shoes, especially for the Konza. It's not a ton of rough terrain, so as long as you have tennis shoes that have pretty good tread, and then make sure you bring water. We were very warm by the time we were done hiking, so we were happy that we brought, I think, 4 water bottles, 2 for each of us, and we got through most of them by the time we were done hiking.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you definitely want to stay hydrated, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the mom and me coming out. Stay hydrated, drink your water. What do you think would surprise people the most about hitting the Konza Prairie?
I think that it's just so completely different depending on where you're hiking in it. So like doing, for example, if you did the full 6-mile loop, each segment of the hike looks completely different than the next. So you're not like hiking through just the prairie. You're not hiking just through the woods. You get a little bit of everything, and it's so variable, and it just made it absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, well, yeah, just looking at your video, I want to get out there. It does look absolutely beautiful. Tiana, thank you for being with us this morning, and where will you go next?
I'm I'm not 100% sure. I was looking at Clinton Lake would be very cool. I've heard the Shunga Trail here in Topeka would be great. And then obviously I'm looking for suggestions as well. So.
Okay, well, yeah, shoot us an email and let Tiana know where she should go explore, and we'll be sure to have her check it out. Tiana, thank you.
Thank you.